Welcome back to Good Day State Line. Reilly Law is here with us tonight. We're going to talk about estate planning. Of course, this isn't Reilly Law. This is Elisa. Hello.
Hi.
How are you? From Reilly Law.
Yes.
So you're an attorney with Reilly Law. Tell me a little bit about Reilly Law and about you and why you decided to do this with your life.
Well, I'm from a family with several attorneys. In fact, my grandmother was the first woman to graduate from her law school in the 1930s, and that inspired me. I decided early on in my career that I didn't want to be a litigator. I like to work towards resolving problems and not in an adversarial capacity.
Cool.
So I ended up focusing on business and real estate and estate planning and really helping people with life.
Yeah, what they might need.
Right.
Which is pretty awesome, because I think baseline, when you're younger, you think that a lawyer is only helping protect or criminal law is what you generally think of when you think of lawyers when you're young, and there's so many other things.
Right, and there's criminal, there's divorce, there's personal injury. Those are the areas I don't practice.
Yes.
I like to help people with their various problems in their stages of life, especially with businesses, with buying and selling businesses, growing businesses. And then the next step, which is when you're ready to retire, you need a plan for the next generation to take over. And that's really where I got into estate planning.
Very cool. So Reilly Law, do they deal with just this kind of law as well, or do they do all the?
We also do, we have a niche which is kind of unique to Reilly Law, which is we represent the local credit unions.
Oh, cool.
Many of them, not all of them, but we do the whole gamut of their work, from their employment issues to sometimes they are merging or changing, and also their collections when they have members who don't pay their loans or that type of thing. So that is a different side of our practice.
Sure. You're more in the estate planning.
I do both.
Okay, you do them both.
I do both.
Do you like the estate planning better? It sounds like a little
I like it all.
Okay.
It's just really unique because every day is different.
Yeah.
And I don't have a lot of repetitive days because I do so many different things.
I like that's what I like to do too.
And I work with Bill Reilly, I should mention, and he is also has a lot of experience. We each have over 30 years of experience practicing law.
Wow.
And we work as a team, and we have 3 paralegals who work with us, and that allows us to focus our efforts on things that lawyers need to do and only charge our clients then for things that lawyers need to do, as opposed to what the support staff can do at a lower rate.
That seems to work out really well for everybody.
It's a great team.
So tell me about estate planning. What exactly is it, and then what parts are we diving into?
Sure. Estate planning, there are really 2 aspects of it. The first aspect is picking the people that you want to take care of your affairs when you're not able to. So you decide in advance who you want to be your agent, your executor for your will, your trust if you have your trustee if you have a trust, and you appoint those people ahead of time, so that when something happens, which it is inevitably going to do
at some point,
yes, you have those people lined up and ready. The other part of it is to determine where your assets are going to go after you die. So those are the 2 major aspects of it. The first thing we like to see people do, everybody who's an adult needs to have a power of attorney for health care and a power of attorney for property. And those powers of attorney are good while we're alive to designate who stands in your shoes if you can't make decisions for yourself, either for health care or for finances. If you don't have people appointed, your loved ones' hands are tied. They can't access your bank accounts. They can't even access your Facebook page.
Yeah.
I mean, they can't do anything. And they can't make your medical decisions.
So it is really, really important for everybody to do this.
Everybody, from the elderly person who may be faced with dementia down the road to the 18-year-old who just went away to college and gets in a car accident and can't take care of paying their rent. Everybody needs a power of attorney.
Okay, so you clearly know so much about this stuff, and I bet you there's even more that you could tell us. If somebody wanted to contact you so they could, start things moving, make sure they have everything lined up for them, where can they get in contact with you?
They can contact us at Reilly-lawoffices.com, or by phone at 815-316-8540.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining us today to talk about all of this.
You're welcome.
Coming up next, we are off to Anderson Toyota. We're going to hear why we should all make a stop there this Saturday, and then a new Let's Try It with Eyewitness News sports anchor David Greenberg. We'll be right back.
The preceding segment was sponsored by Miracle Ear of Rockford.